ladies, how are you? Welcome to my first how-to video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to correctly apply foundation and preferably guide you on the correct color to buy, because if any of you are like me, you sit between two colors. I'm normally between two shades, which is very irritating. But the advice that I can give you is rather go to the lighter shade than the darker shade. If you have freckles, then you know what? Don't worry about it. Freckles are fashion these days, so you don't need to worry about having freckles on your face or anything like that. Seriously, freckles are now fashion, so let them show through. I actually prefer an illuminator to foundation, although I wear foundation, but an illuminator, it illuminates your face better. So if you can go the illuminator route, then rather do it. But I have a lot of freckles and blemishes on my face, so I normally go with foundation. But even if you have freckles, I recommend using an illuminator and show off your good points. Your freckles and that are good points on your face. Okay, so let me start off. So I'll go with a fresh nude color because it's one lighter than my skin actually. So let me show you. You're gonna get a, please don't mind mine is like used already, so it's not exactly the cleanest, although it gets washed. And please guys, just that's another thing, be sure to wash your face properly. Put put your toner on, because if you don't put toner on your face, it's not going to bring the acidity level of your skin back down to pH 5.5. You have to have an acidity level of pH 5.5 to kill the bad germs on your skin and protect the good ones. You do have good bacteria on your skin, which needs to remain there. And then after that, use a good moisturizer, nighttime if it's nighttime and daytime if it's day. And then, yeah, wait a couple of minutes if you can, 5-10 minutes, and then you can start applying your makeup. Okay, so you can see I've got mine on already, so I will give you an example. I'll show you on the back of my hand what to do. So you will open up your foundation. You're not going to apply it onto the sponge itself, okay? Apply it onto your hand, okay? The reason being is you're going to use this, you know, like a painter has a palette. You're going to use this as your palette, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to dab into the foundation, dab off the excess, so dab around a bit, dab. And then what you can do, you'll see there's very little in there. Your sponge is quite porous, if you want to call it that. So it'll suck up quite a bit of the foundation. That's why mine's still got marks of it. And then you're going to dab it onto your skin. So you're going to dab. Okay, once you've done one layer across your face and you feel like you want to go slightly darker, once it is a bit drier and you dab over again, you will see it'll go slightly more. Now obviously the foundation is not the correct color for my hand because it is the correct color for my face. Okay, so you'll see that it is building foundation on my hand. So if we let that dry for a couple of seconds, then you will see if I go over it again, there'll be more foundation on my hand. Okay, so if we again, you dab into it, dab. Okay, the reason why I'm doing it so far down the side of my hand is because obviously I'm using this to show you guys. And then you're going to go onto your face and dab. Okay, remember blending is very important. So you see, as I do second time, third time, you can see it's like adding more and more layers. Okay, so that's why I say go a lighter shade to your actual skin color. Okay, so you can see how nicely and evenly it's put it onto my hand. Now what you're going to do for around the corners of your nose and around your eyes, and don't forget ladies to put foundation like this over your eyelid. Your eyeshadows and that need a proper primer to be able to stick to your eyes. Okay, so make sure that you do foundation over your eyelids. Okay, But when you get to your eyes, especially the corners of your eyes and around the corners of your nose and that sort of places, you are going to use the smaller part of the sponge, the little pointy part of the sponge, okay? And again, you're going to dab a little bit in, dab, 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 so that you're taking off the excess, and you will dab it into the area that you need it to be. So that just gives you, so this you'll use for the big areas like your forehead, your cheeks, your chin. This you will do underneath your nose area, around your nose creases, and around your eyes. It just makes it more accurate and more correct. But you can see how nice and evenly it distributes the foundation. Whereas if I'm using my finger, I mean, you can see, I mean, it doesn't distribute the foundation properly. Okay, so do yourselves a favor, get yourself a sponge like this. It looks like almost like an eggy shape with a little pointy end. You get all different brands, but yeah, and also make sure when you're done that you wash the sponge, okay? Because obviously if there is any bacteria or bad germs on your skin, you do not want to keep it festering in your sponge, and you don't want to keep it festering in your sponge, and then next time you're putting on makeup, you're going to be then applying that bacteria onto your skin. You don't want to do that. Okay, so make sure when you're done every time you wash your sponge. And if you're using a liquid blush, you can actually use this to blend in your liquid blush as well. So if you dab on your liquid blush, you can actually, I use the side and I blush it round, I blend it round, and then if it still looks like it's too much and it's still concentrated in one area, I use my finger and I just obviously make sure that your hands are clean. Ladies, always make sure that your hands are clean and your face are clean when you're doing these things, because you don't want to, otherwise what you'll end up causing pimples and things like that if you're pressing dirt into your face. Okay, so always make sure that you're pressing with a clean sponge on a clean face. Okay, I hope this helps all you ladies to do very quick. I mean, it makes your makeup process so much faster and so much more precise. I mean, you can see the difference in my two hands. Okay, the sponge just blends it in so nicely, and it puts it in the pores nicely so that you get a nice even layer of foundation. Okay, so guys, remember, clean, clean, clean. Clean hands, clean sponge, clean face. Okay, thank you so much, everybody. I hope you have a fantastic evening, and I hope it helped you make your makeup process faster. Cheers.